Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the one true God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to send salutations to all the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. Alright, so this lesson is going to be about a couple of things that I've seen on the internet in response to these devils. Slakia. Alright, Slakia. In response to one of these devils, right? One of these Edomites, who says that it's not a human right to be living amongst white people. And it's the way he speaks. He speaks as if white people are the standard of human existence, and that it's not a right for other people to be around them. Like, you have to live up to a standard to be around them. And you know, they boast on this whole fucking thing where they say, oh, we built this country, we built this country. You built the country, all right, with free labor. While you were not laboring, somebody was, and those were the slaves. Okay? And then you stole resources to fund your country so you could build. So two things can be right. Yeah, you built the country, but you also stole it. Okay? And you used the people as cattle. Alright? Human cattle. Alright? And used the people as resources to make your living conditions way more easier. And then on top of that, after slavery was over, you had Jim Crow. So now you got the people who are free, can't work, and can't find decent places to live. So now you're putting them with their back against the wall, poor, desperate, all right? And you had a whole head start. And then they want to claim that they have some type of standard that you got to live up to. If there was a standard that an Edomite had to live up to, it would have to be who kills the most, who's the most wicked. That would be like the standard of a devil. But they talk like they're just anointed a certain type of being here. Like the arrogance of these bastards, man. I can't stand it. But listen to this idiot, man, talk. Alright? He's an idiot too, who's on the screen. I think his name is Myron or some shit. He's an idiot too. But listen to this other idiot, man.
Living around white people is not a human right. You don't get to live with us all the time, all right? This is our country that we built. Yeah, white immigrants built this country. Thank you. Read the Naturalization Act of 1790.
No, it's the truth. This country was founded by white Protestant
And yes,
men.
I understand that black people have been a part of this country since the beginning because of slavery, and I'm not
I think the girls
slavery.
over there don't like what you're saying.
And I know that, yeah. Yeah, and the logical consequence of slavery is that, you know, we have these people displaced in this country, and, you know, at the time, you know, maybe the better choice should have been to just send them back to Africa. Because clearly they can't integrate in a proper society and live with us without just murdering each other in the streets. So it really kind of makes you think, well, now, it's baked in now. What can we do about it? And, some people I watch Nick, like Jason Whitlock, he had that thing with Jason Whitlock where Jason Whitlock says, oh, well, if they're just Christian, man, then, things would be different. But then you look at countries like the Democratic Republic of Congo. That country's 95% Catholic, roughly. And they have one of the highest murder rates in the world. And, their country's it's a failed state. And it just really makes you think, it's not a culture issue, it's not socioeconomic, it's not religion, then, what is it?
Yeah, no, I mean, IQ does play a huge role in it. And that's the thing that people don't like to discuss. But, yeah, no, that's true, man. I mean.
So anyway, this devil is talking about murdering in the streets. Bro, there's nobody with a higher kill rate than the so-called devil, so-called white man, a.k.a. the Edomite. Alright? Nobody. Nobody robs, kills, destroys more than him. And he's still doing it. See, he's not going to talk about the systematic racism, alright, that has plagued the so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and Negroes and all their communities. They're not going to talk about how the projects were created, how drugs and guns were inserted in communities. All right, how the CIA was helping bring drugs into this country. All right, they don't want to speak on these things, man, because these are hard topics. All right, for them to base their this imaginary sort of like superiority complex on just the world. Like, they want to make sure that they're always in some form of position where they're in control, and that they want to make it seem like they're the smartest, like they're the standard in society. But really, they're the most base nation God has ever created. And then we got this other devil, Matt Walsh, who's speaking about, ICE and the deportation of the so-called Mexicans here in this country. All right, this is what he had to say. He says, ban all third world immigration, legal or illegal. There should be a moratorium on all immigration from the third world. We've reached our capacity. We cannot be the world's soup kitchen anymore. So he feels like whether you're illegal or illegal, you gotta go. That's the mindset of these devils. Like, you like when they make their mind up, okay, you can't be here no more. I changed my mind. It doesn't matter that you've been in this country since you were 17, all right, and you moved here and you're like 49, all right, but now since you're third world immigrant, I feel like you should leave, legal or illegally. It's just the mindset of these devils, man. And I just really can't wait for them to get put down, man. Like, I really look forward to this. All right, especially after seeing them videos. I look so forward to seeing that look on their face, to really see them hopeless. All right, one day, because that day is gonna come. I don't even get too upset, because shit like that gets my blood boiling. I don't get upset because I know their time's coming. I don't need to convince them that it's coming. I know. I know that their time is coming. Okay? They're going to be in our possession. All right? One day. And that day is coming soon. All right? When the Lord returns with his army to save his elect and to establish order on earth. Ecclesiasticus 25:7. There are 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. I want to live to see the fall of my enemy. I want to be able to witness it. I want to see it. I want to replay it in my mind. I want to be a part of it. To see my enemy go down is what I want. I can't stand these damn devils, man. I just can't. And there are times coming. The Lord did not forget. The Lord did not forget. All right? It's scriptures telling you that he didn't forget. Psalms 137:7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as ye have served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stones. The payback's coming. The Lord said it himself. He said, I will recompense those that trouble you. A recompense means to pay back. So you've troubled us, all right, with your, all your crafty devices and everything. You know what I'm saying? You got us, but it's going to be flipped on y'all. Because the Bible says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the faith and the patience of the saints. The saints are waiting patiently. All right? The saints are waiting patiently for that time when the Lord calls us into the sky, gives us those extraterrestrial bodies, and we raise hell. Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. That's what they did. They took lands from us and named them after themselves. All right? Put us and changed and gave us bywords to call ourselves. That's a part of the curses. See, we're in the curses. See, we have curses put on us. All right? While Esau got the whole world, which is his blessing, which is the sword. All right? His sword is the blessing. All right? But the Lord gave him the fruits of the earth, man. So it's his to rule. It is what it is. But one day, man, we're going to get our revenge. So with that, all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai.